Irvin podcast.
Woo! Y'all hear that? Do you hear that? That is the ambulance coming right now because my Dallas Cowboys season is about to be on life support. Now rush it in right now. Bring the oxygen. Bring the paddles. We got to hit them again and bring them back to life. This thing started out that bad. That's where it is right now. It started out that bad. You hear the ambulance is coming right now, and we don't know what to do. Let me tell you something. It was one thing with my Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the MIP also. But when my Dallas Cowboys did not score one touchdown in the first game, they were the only team that did not score a touchdown. And then to add a little more pain to it, we lose our quarterback. And they were saying for 6 or 8 weeks. 6 or 8 weeks is a long time. And I'm sitting there trying to put the schedule together. Oh, these next 6 games. Can Cooper Rush win 3? Can we come out of them 3-3 and possibly be 3-4, getting Dak back, trying to make a run right after the bye? And I had settled myself to that. And I was prepared and ready to go through 6 weeks of hell. And then Jerry Jones comes on out with, we're not putting Dak on IR. And all he does is raise my hope meter. And my hope meter. What you saying? Well, we just saying we're not going to put him on IR because that means he'll be out definitely for 4 weeks, and we don't know that he needs to be out for 4 weeks. So he just raises my meter. I'm going to call, you know what they call it? You know what he did? He sold us all what they call hopium. Hopium. We got high on hopium. Hopium. That's it. There's some hope. We get that back in 4 weeks. So now Cooper Rush get 2 of these games. Now we come. It's man, the way I see it, he'll be out for somewhere from 4 to 8 weeks, and in that interim, for 6, that'll be good. But that won't be 4. I promise you, it won't be 4. Hopefully, it ain't 8. But while he's out, man, a win will be hard to come by. It will be hard to come by. Because, folks, let me tell you something, when you watch the Dallas Cowboys, their defense can play, and defense does some good things. But their defense is really built to play from ahead. Now the Michael Parsons and the Randy Gregory's and everybody can start attacking the quarterback. But whenever that offense can't put points on the board and get them ahead, now Tom Brady and Leonard Fournette says, hey, wait a minute. We got time. Just hand this ball off and run it right down their damn throats. That's exactly what they did. Because they had time and the scoreboard for the Dallas Cowboys wasn't lighting up. So they weren't forced to throw the ball. They could take their time running the ball. That's what I'm talking about. What'll make this season hard. Because now it doesn't work too well. It doesn't work together. Last year it worked. The Cowboys had the number 1 offense. And they got a hunting defense. So you're giving me the lead all the time, and this defense can go and just hunt. But that's not the case this year. And I don't know. I'm worried about how this will all play out. Now, on the bright side of it, though, I'm not going to lie. I looked at that kid, Tyler Smith, and he did way better than I ever thought he would. Way better. Way better. This dude got no snaps at tackle in training camp, and all his snaps was at guard, and he played impressive. That was impressive. What's also impressive is that fervor in which Cincinnati will come in with this week, because they didn't play well, and Joe Burrow threw 4 interceptions. They turned the ball over. Trust me, Dallas. That's going to be a tough battle when you go up against Cincinnati this week. Speaking of tough, and speaking of Cincinnati, let me promise you this. There are not many people more interesting and fearless as this next guest. And since we're talking Cincinnati and everything, Adam Pacman Jones comes to break down the game, comes to break down his name in the lane that he has traveled right here on the MIP. Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. And I bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowners or renters insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com. This man hails from Georgia. From Georgia. And he was drafted by the Tennessee Titans in 2006. You guys know him. We get right to it. Now, let me make sure this. Do we go by Adam Jones, Adam Pacman Jones, or Pacman? What do we go by now? From the I Am Athlete podcast name.
We go by Adam Pacman Jones. Like, people don't know that you the one who told me, man, you got to get rid of the Pac-Man, man. Let's just go by Adam Jones. For everybody out there that was asking me why I was getting away from Pac-Man, well, this is the reason right here.
And you're right. I'll just tell that story now. Let me tell you, because I remember when Adam was out, and I was talking to Jerry. I said, Jerry, pretty good chance here. We should go talk about maybe bringing in Adam Jones. Always looking for a guy. Said Jerry wants to look for a guy, give him a chance if he's a good guy. And I said, man, this might be good. And I said to Jerry, I said, let me bring him in and put him on the radio show. Right. And you and I met.
Yeah.
I said, man, I've been through my stuff, man. And I want to help you any way I can, do whatever you need to do, however you need to get it. And I remember us driving together. And I told you, I said, listen, brother, I said, I think one of the best things we should do, the first thing we should do is probably get rid of the Pac-Man. Because people are attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
we was coming back from playing basketball. I never forget that.
Right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Hey,
listen,
you out there always trying to
everything,
challenge me.
bro.
You're a big joker. But I'll be like, you, Joker. I said, can we play basketball, man? Can we just I said, can we play basketball? That was great times, man. That was great times.
It was, man.
Man, sitting up in that gym, man. I said, oh, my God. Yeah, those were great times, man. Adam, but you're living great times right now, my brother. You had the career you had. You've done some great things in the career. Made some great money. You know what I'm saying? To take you from where you were to where you are right now. And now you're educating, enlightening, entertaining people on the I Am Athlete podcast. Just talk to me about your whole journey, Adam, when you sit back and think about it. What do you think of?
I think it's someone that's not giving up, that try to make everything add up, every day count. I'm not afraid to fail. So I'm willing to try, and sometimes when you're not really scared to try different things and don't worry about what people are going to say, or if the door's shut, you don't mind trying to open up another door. Like all of my life, I've looked up to people who've went through trials and tribulations like yourself, Dion. Like I might didn't really get it in Dallas, but after I left there, like Dallas really changed my life, because I never forget us playing basketball, going back to the hotel, going back to your crib. The family was there. Your wife was cooking, going over to Dion's house, having his mom there full time and having the whole family on the compound. I always say, like, that's the end goal of what I really want to do, regardless of what I done been through, the roads, the bumps, and all of this, I always thought about the end goal. You know what I mean? I'm saying, if he can do it, why can't I do it? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So through all of it, man, it's amazing to be sitting in different rooms with guys that are in Forbes magazines and big Fortune 500 companies, and just them getting to really know me instead of, you know what I mean, you get to see the book, but you never read the book because they ain't never really let you, you know what I mean, flip to the back of the book and read what the book was about. They just painted this picture of what the book was. You get what I'm saying? So to a lot of people, it's interesting to see the other side of me and like, damn, he really ain't what they say he is. You know what I mean? Some of them probably say he is what they say he is. He gonna keep it 100, but like at the end of the day, you know, now I'm in the media. I'm in people's faces doing this and doing that. So I get to paint my own picture now. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about everybody listening to, you know, ESPN and they paint the picture one way.
Right. And you know, it's so funny, man, because I was talking to Sean about that earlier, my producer, and I was like, you know, now that you have, everyone has a voice. It's different. Everyone has a voice. I remember I got into some stuff down in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm going to just be straight. And the girl said that I drugged her, left her, raped her, and left her. I was like, what? What the hell are you talking? I said, no. They put this on the news. You know, I said, I didn't even know y'all invested. I didn't even know about it. All this come out. I went down. I said, oh my God. And I called Channel 4 News in Dallas. Adam, I said, come over. We're doing an interview. My lawyers went crazy. Oh, no, you don't. You know how they always tell you.
You can't talk. It's an open case.
Don't say a word. I was like, listen, man. No. I'm going to have to say something. And I made the decision because things are different now because you got social media. Yeah. See, before they used to tell you don't say anything because if NBC, ABC, or CBS didn't run it, now you gave the police all they need and they didn't even do anything. You see what I'm saying? Right. Because there's only a few networks that were running it on the 7 o'clock news. Now everybody has a network and you can get your voice out some kind of way. You see what I'm saying? So some of that for me,
that new media.
Changing. I did that interview I put out on social media. I said, these are all lies. I said, all you have to do is go to the W and get the videotape. Yeah. You'll see us all walk out the hotel together where nobody else still passed out. And the police hadn't even done that. If I wouldn't have said it, I don't know, maybe the tape erased. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But things have changed now, man. And what you said also, like people get to see you now. See, in the uniform, they only saw our profession. But now you're talking on the microphone and they see you every day. Now they see your person and they can make their own assessment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's the good
thing. Because now they see the man. They see the man I saw. They see the man Dion saw a long time ago from behind the pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The man that's trying to, you talking about trying to make it in right.
And it's funny, like, through all the situations that I've been through in the NFL. Matter of fact, now that you said that, I'm about to call somebody and make me a doc and speak on every, because I've never really had an opportunity or a chance to speak on really any case that I've had, whether wrong or right, when I play ball, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now that it's new media, you know, the new media ain't been out, but 2-3 years? Well, I would say 2-3 years real strong, I would say, where you can have a voice without being on mainstream media.
Right.
Because this new media thing, me and you collectively, if we doing something a week, we can attract 500,000 people. You get what I'm saying? So it give us a chance to say, hey, look, man, that wasn't right there. You know, when back then we just had to sit there and wait till our chance in court and proven guilty.
You had to eat it. Guilty. You had to eat it, even when they were lying. They were lying. You can't just say they lied. You know what I mean? Yeah. You had to eat it. And then nobody's coming back and say, okay, we were wrong. That didn't happen.
Oh, no, you're not going to hear none of the I'm sorry or not guilty or it didn't happen that way. You know what I mean? Those are the stories that you're not gonna hear. But big bro, that's like, and I don't care what anybody say. Like the decisions I made, they is what they is.
Yeah,
but
it's what it is,
that's
man.
what make us. You get what I'm saying? That was
right.
Everybody can't handle this type of pressure. Everybody can't perform at a peak that we performed at. You was way higher than myself, but I'm just speaking of a level. But like, and mentality, some of the shit that we've been through, vice versa, somebody else might would have not even be here talking to us because mentally they couldn't handle it. You get what I'm saying? So
absolutely, I understand.
I've always said since I've been a Cowboy, Dion was my outlook of like how I wanted to handle my business, but I wanted to be like 88. You get what I'm saying? As far as just personal, walking around, you know what I mean, play wise. So I always took a little bit from y'all and try to add it in. And but the media thing I love it. All you got to do is study, make sure you know what the hell you talking about, and it's like watching film. We like watching film, so that ain't hard to do. We already culture, so we know what's going on in the culture. I can call any rapper, so that's the easy part. So my whole thing is just knowing what I'm talking about, even if I say it wrong, because my audience a little different than Brandon Marshall audience. My audience a little different than Shady, but together we bring them all together. And I just do what I do. I make sure that I'm on point about what I'm saying. I'm confident and I'm fearless. I'm fearless about everything, and I'm not scared to make a mistake.
And listen, and you're right. You bring your own voice. The days of having to try to speak all grammatically correct, those days are gone. So everybody's accepting everybody for everybody. Now we can all communicate.
I want to hear what you got to say. I want it to be real, and I want it to be raw.
Right. Just be really raw, right? You ain't got to put all your A, B, C together the right way. Steve Harvey, he always messes around. He said, "Well, how old you is?" He just, and he's throwing it. I mean, he knows that you are, but he's throwing it, and that's part of his scheme, part of his game, and it's been working for him, Adam. It's been working for you, Adam. Yeah. You know what you said too, though, man? That one time I had a conversation with Roger Goodell, and he said to me, he said, "Michael." He said, because I was talking about, I think about leaving TV, going into coaching, because I did Ken North's birthday party. And all those players kept coming up to him saying, "Man, thank you, man. You mean so much." I mean, like, man, this a bad boy, Bruce Irvin, and thank you, man, for it. Man, I left there. I was like, man, I'm 50-something, man. I got to leave my mark. I went and talked to the guy, talked to the commission about getting out of my contract. I wanted to go coaching and leave TV. He said to me, he said, "Michael," he said, "I prefer to not do that." I said, why can I go do this? He said, you understand you being on that TV, what it represents. He said, a lot of guys that are playing in our league, they start like you and came up like you. I want them to know that their story can end well too. That's why I got to keep you there. I was like, whoa. But you know what I'm saying? That was the whole thing. And when you said, when you were coming over here looking at Dion, looking at me, you're like, this is what it's about. I got to make sure that's my landing spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That story, that same thing, that story ending well. I'm with my family, taking care of my family. Yeah. And even to that dog, big ups on taking care of Chris Henry's family, his kids. Oh, man. Man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. You adopted, and let's jump in there, man. You adopted Chris Henry's kids, man. Talk about that, man. Talk about that.
Man, basically, Laney's my sister, which is the boy's mom. She's here 90% of the time now. I done adopted the whole family, Mike. You know what to say.
That's how it is.
Come on in here. Everybody, come on. Come on now. Come on. But
I swear I got so many living at my house right now. I promise.
Oh man, me too. I'm talking about it's how many of us in here, baby? 10. 7 bedrooms. 7 bedrooms. 10 people. We deep in here. But
and to that though, like you always had to carry that as a young age. See, and a lot of stuff that went out on the street, because I did it too. It may have been us acting out too, because we knew we had all of that burden on us. And it was just us me getting loose sometimes because I had a real responsibility. It was all. This was
they
always.
Don't understand that like a real responsibility, right?
This was always
like
the plan.
If I didn't make it, none of us would have made it.
Right, but nobody gonna make it. See, people don't understand that, Adam. People don't understand that you were carrying all of that. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
All they like, dude, you don't even know what, because you like me. This was always the plan. This was always.
And there ain't never been no doubt. This is what it was from the get go.
Right.
You know what I mean? But on the other hand, when Chris passed away, I would send boxes and everything, have the boys in the summer. And, sister was like, hey, Pac, what do you think about the boys coming up and staying for a little while? I think that you can help them out mentally, physically as men. And you know the way to the league. You know, you got the fast pass. And I was like, yes, please. So, and we finally agreed to it. And it's been all you wrote, man. I swear to God, it's been a blessing for our households with our kids, with Junie and Trent, Naya. But all together, man, it's been everybody pushing each other. And I think collectively in the house, D1 offers, we might have 60 collectively. I'm talking about between a 11th grader, 2 11th graders, a 9th grader, and an 8th grader, 2 8th graders.
So congratulations.
No, I said that wrong. I said two 11th graders, 2 9th graders, and 1 8th grader. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. So it's been good, man. You know what? When they first got here, I was a little nervous about them missing, the normal routine. Right. But man, I swear to God, these kids are so lovable and adorable. I mean, and they work hard. You know how it is, Mike. You get some, they stuck in their ways and like over here, this shit is, if I got to work hard, everybody in the goddamn house got to work hard. That includes my wife, the cook, the cleaner, the kids, the dogs, everybody. Shit, everybody working hard if we got to work hard. You know what I mean? You get the days off, but we all work hard over here. And I will say that the biggest part is my wife, man. My wife keeping this ship running over here with the gas, you know what I mean? Everything. Like this wouldn't be possible, without her. We do a lot of traveling, but she makes sure that the schedule is right, where we at least at home every home game. We at the house 20 to 25 days out the month. So we making sure that we getting the grounds covered and making sure they are presentable and love. That's the main thing,
So you pushing these kids and working them like that, man. You said something earlier that I wanted to.
He got the U. On. They got the U though. They got the U.
That's what I'm saying. Do you hit him up? Do you not hit him up?
You got him. The U offer him already as a 9th grader.
Yeah.
Actually, they offered him 8th going to 9th grade.
Well, where does he want to go?
I don't know. He's a freshman. Texas. I don't know. He got University of the U, Texas, Penn State, Ohio State.
But they had a big boy. They got a big
Michigan.
Yeah. What position they play? What position?
Bro, he just like his dad, bro. He's 6'4.5". He play wide receiver and safety, but he a wide receiver. I got to send you some film of him. Like, he's a freak.
Yeah.
He got West Virginia, Marshall. Yeah, he a freak. Last year in 8th grade, he had probably 3,000 yards. I'm talking about receiving.
What?
Right now, yeah, for real. He went and played in the under All-American game. He killed that down there. Then my niece, Saini, which is the oldest, she played basketball. She got University of Cincinnati. She got Xavier. She got West Virginia. She got some big schools too. I can't think of all of them, but she got a list of them. Then the younger ones, they got Marshall, Grambling, TSU. So this house is full of sports and academics. And my daughter down in Atlanta, she won state as freshman running track. So, man, I'm just trying to keep pushing them and teach them the way what's the word? It's a marathon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I mean? And through this marathon, you might get a cramp, but get your ass some Gatorade or some pickle juice. Get your ass back to work, baby.
You got to keep pushing. You know what, man? You sound like, you said it earlier, and I got to give him all the props and love, man. You sound like Dion, because Dion is so businesslike, man. Dion's so organized. Yeah. He's just so organized, man. And, the coaching and all of that. His boys are doing so well, too, pushing. Yeah, they are. So Dion, when he hit me the other day, he's like my little big brother, because he's the more mature dude. He's the more mature. He's going to do things, So though I'm older, I've always called him my little big brother. Why you trying to straighten me out all the time? It's right here. And man, we've had some great days.
We need him though. We need him.
You need
guys like
you
that.
Need him. You need him. I told him, man.
Yes, Lord. Thank God.
One time I was out there so bad, man. I was out there so bad, wilding out, man. Dion came over to the house, man. He was in the back. We were in the backyard, dog. We were in the backyard. I'll never forget. And I had been out all night, wilding out, and I snuck in. The chamber clothes and was creeping back out. And Dion sitting on the front driveway like this. What's going on, man? What you doing, man? I said, man, come on, man. Don't start that now. I want to get back to the party. Don't come up here with that right now. We'll talk about that later.
I know that, right? Maybe when I'm coming back, Jack.
That joker stood right there and let me go, man. He said, come on, man. I don't want to come to blows on this, man. I don't want to come to blows. But he stood right there, man. And it was just, you think about it, like you said, we need that. We need that.
Yeah.
You need that, man. Pat, I talk about it all day, man. I really talk about what you've done all day, man. And honestly, it's just an inspiration. It's an inspiration because there are a lot of guys out there, more people out there like you and me, than the ones that was talking about us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And all of those people need. I'm gonna tell you, need to know, like Roger Goodell said, that their story can turn out all right too. No matter what you've been through, where you've been, just keep pushing like you saying. Your story can turn out all right too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, this is what life about.
It is what life about. And then what you can get those kids after that, man. I mean, I want to talk some quick football before I let you go, man. I know I told you it'll take about 15, 20 minutes, but I want to talk some quick football. What's it like nowadays with those Cincinnati Bengals around them, man?
Oh, man, they're real talented, man. They did a good job of putting this team together. They're young, on the offensive side, they high scoring, high power. And Lou have done a great job coming from Dallas to here and putting together a good top 10 defense also.
Yeah. Now, Joe Burrow, how worried are you with the 5 interceptions and the 4 interceptions he threw the other day?
I ain't worried at all. Did you see the second half? Shit, Joe wasn't even worried. Like I said earlier, Joe just had surgery 2 weeks ago. Right now, the first 2 games, to me, mentally, are preseason games. Everybody else talking about these games count. I know, but no one have played in the preseason. And, of course, division games are going to be harder than non-division games. Everybody like, oh, well, Bengals come out, they last place in the division. Well, hey, dumbass, the other 2 teams played the Jets and I forget, Cleveland played the Panthers. So, and Cincinnati played Pittsburgh. So are we talking about are we really worried about this right now?
Right.
I don't think we worry about it. The other question is to you, are you worried about the big D? Is the season over with? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
I'm not buying the season over with at week 1. You know what I mean? I'm not buying that. Let's see. But yeah, man, listen, y'all got that quarterback now. All that work y'all
that
put
changed
in,
everything.
You could never get that close. Once you get the quarterback, you're in the game. You're in the game. You're in the game, So not having that quarterback, that hurts, boy, right now. And I hope Cooper Rush can get in and try to split some of these games. If he can come out, if it's 6 games, 3-3, or 4 games, 2-2, and you know what I mean, then they got a shot. But if he shit the bed here and they lose all these games, it'll be over before you know it. It'll be over.
Y'all got a pretty good defense, over there with Pollard.
Yeah, but only
of the
when it's
year.
right. Only when the offense is right, Pat. Because only when that the defense can really.
If it's three and out,
when it's just hunt, right. But if you got time to run the ball, that's a different story. They got to get better at stopping that run.
Yeah,
they got to get better at stopping it.
Only thing I was worried about with the Bengals last week was the special teams with the snaps, but looked like we had a snapper this week, so we'll see how it goes. It'll be a good week for both teams, though.
It is week to week.
Can I ask you something before we get out of here?
What's that?
If you could pick two right now, two receivers, who would be your X and Z?
Boy, that's a good one, boy. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's a hard pick now because it's so much running around in my head right now. You know, I'm gonna put Devontae out. I got Devontae out there. I think right now, if you ask me to, and see, I really would go young now with really pulling in or Jamar Chase or Justin
about the
Jefferson.
other boy?
Justin Jefferson. You see what I'm saying? That's Justin Jefferson, my boy. That's my dog right there.
Yeah, he a dog too. He a dog.
That's a dog. Dog, you know what? I tell people, Coach Sullivan, that when first dude to coach me out of high school, brought me out there and everything. He coached them also. He called me when he got them. He said, "Man, Michael," he said, "all my years of coaching, I've never met a receiver as competitive as you until this kid came along." He called me to tell me about Justin Jefferson. And he told me Justin Jefferson, he said he had such a great competitive spirit. And Jamar Chase had all the physical gifts. And Jamar Chase learned some of that hunger from Justin Jefferson, like how hard he has to go, how he has to go hard all the time. I thought that was fascinating. I was fascinated, man. Because, I'll probably go Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson. But I want Jamar Chase with that speed. Because they can't never one of them run like Jamar Chase. That's a whole different thing. And to have control when he's running that fast. Both jokers that fast, they got that kind of control.
Yeah.
You know?
He got good feet, man. I get a chance to dialect on him every week. And I knew he would be good, but, like, just to see the little things that he's gotten better over because I went over in camp and just watching little things, he got a chance to be really special. Like I said earlier, like he one of those guys that could have wore 88 if he was with the Cowboys. Right. Like he would have been you know what I mean, one of those guys, you know, when you associate yourself with 88.
Yeah, but why when he started out in camp last year and he had the drops and everybody was talking about,
he hadn't played football in a year. He hadn't played football in a year. You know, he had set out because he couldn't play the last year. So you know how it is, speed of the game. But he wide ass open dropping. Guess what? He ain't gonna keep dropping them if he wide open. And so it took him about two preseason games.
You said. You saw him wide ass over. He dropped the pass. That's okay.
Yeah,
he got the hard part down.
Don't worry about it. He got the hard part down. Once you can get wide ass open, you can drop it. Hey, I ain't gonna need to be mad at you. Once you done did it 10, 12 times, I know it's just the speed of the game. He just got to catch up to the speed of the game. And boy, when he caught up to it, oh my God.
Yeah. How would you have to play him if you were out there on him? I know you thought about it. The way you said, boy, you got some sweet feet. That was studied. I done studied them feet. I done studied some things.
I would just soft pill out of him. I would soft pill out of him and make him run go. I would if I'm gonna get help, I take that back. If I'm gonna get help, I would go soft pedal outside press. So the slants and shit, I just, you know what I mean, stay in front of him. I just tackle it. I ain't gonna try to be greedy. Knowing that I got help on the post, if I get beat on the deep ball or the comeback, that's my fault. So I would make his ass go inside the whole game, and then mix it up with.
But you bounce pedal. You say soft pedal. Are you coming up pressing, bailing?
No.
Are you pressing playing outside?
I'm pressing playing outside, but I'm just walking out of. You know, some people get up there and get all nervous. I'm going to get probably a yard or two off the ball. I'm going to be outside shade, and I'm just going to motor out of it like a slow motor. All right, wherever you go, I'm going, just like we dance. So I'm right here, boom. Oh, I'm right here, you release. I'm just backing up with you. You go there, I'm going there. I I ain't finna get in no physical contact up at the beginning of the route. None of that. I'm gonna wait till he get to the top of his route. Like it don't make no sense for me to get up there and try to be all physical with him and he dot my ass and then the band playing. Nah, yeah. I rather just let you do what you gonna do, and then I react from there.
Just tell the band be playing that thing be over because you know see some dudes are quick. They quick, yeah, but they ain't fast. And then some dudes are fast, but they ain't really quick. But that joker quick and fast. And then you get that little boom if you want to. Okay, it's over. Yeah. I mean, one little easy slip. He went by Jalen Ramsey though. It was like, he went by Jalen Ramsey. It was
Jalen been having a little hard time this since I really say the last 4 games of last year. Shit, the first game of the year he played like I don't know what he was doing. Like Stephon. Hey, stop. Diggs, my dog was about to bite the shit out of this boy. Come here, Simba. Come here. Sit. Crazy dogs. He played like shit the last 4 weeks. I mean, good. The last 4 weeks played good. The playoffs. Then came back and played bad pretty much in the Super Bowl game. But a lot of those could have went both ways as far as flags in that game. But the other day, I don't know. You tell me, did you see that Buffalo game?
Yeah.
He looked a little slow. I mean, I don't know if he overweight, but his hips he don't look as fluently.
I was going to ask you, what did you see? I was going to ask you. You said you think he just like you said, it's the first game. Ain't nobody really where they want to be. They're trying to play their way into shape now. We used to come to camp. Well, you came to camp in shape. Anyway, you gonna come to camp in shape. You gonna get some preseason game. You gonna know. We're at third preseason game. I'm gonna play the first half. Go halftime and come out and play the second series. Play that first series. Now I'm game ready. Now I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I got a first half of the game. I got a halftime and a readjustment just to get used to it. It's amazing. And
you got to realize.
I wouldn't let my coach. I wouldn't let my. But
I went out there and seen him. I went out and seen him for a camp. When the Raiders. When the Rams was having camp and he had an issue where he wasn't practicing. This was probably like 2 weeks before the first game too. So, I'm not gonna judge him by this game. I'm gonna let him get in rhythm a little bit because, like I said, this first game is like a preseason game to me. You know what I mean?
What you say you were seeing? What were you seeing for? What you had to go see him for?
Well, I went out to the camp, to the Rams camp to watch the Coach McVay, all the offense, defense, and we did a little tour thing. We went to Dallas, we went to Oxnard and seen the Cowboys. We went and seen pretty much everybody in LA, San Fran. It was pretty good too, to get out and get back and mingle with some of the guys. It's crazy how much the game have fucking changed in like a blink of an eye, man.
Crazy. Yeah.
You can't touch nobody. You're doing this. They got these big ass air horn things on their fucking helmets. I'm like, bro, why are you wearing 5 more pounds of what is this on your head? It's like, well, it tell you something. I'm like, oh, but like, it's just a lot of stuff, when we went out there, it's like, shit,
you try to take off everything you and nothing on.
Come on, man. I don't want none of that on, man. Give me the pants. That's it. Come on, man.
Move.
But the game have changed though. So, but one thing about it is it's still the game. It's not as physical as it used to be, but it's the best game in the world. And you know how it is. It go through phases. It'll get back physical.
Yeah. It'll get back physical. Give me your 2 starting corners in the NFL right now. Your team, your top corners.
If I had to pick 2, I would pick Patrick Surtain Jr. At Denver.
Junior, they good.
My number 2 guy, I'll go with Jaylen. I'll pick Jaylen.
Yeah.
I pick Ramsey and Patrick Surtain. Them will be my 2.
No J.C. Jackson in there. No J.C. Jackson in there.
I like him, but I really love Patrick Surtain because the mental game and he's smart and patient at the line. I know they lost the other day, but he is he's gonna be one of the best players to play the game as far as cornerback position because he's smart as hell. He only in year 2, bro, and the shit that he's doing right now in year 2 is amazing. And then I gotta go with Ramsey just because of the dialogue of work. He don't mind guarding the best. He compete. Only question I got about him is how smart is he football-wise? Because sometimes I see him pressing, like, at the 10-yard line. I be like, why is he pressing? Do he know he can press the guy? And then every now and then, you know, somebody might catch one. But it's just dumb football sometimes, what I think, because I'm thinking shit.
Only 10 yards.
10-yard
only
line,
10
you
yards.
already got goddamn 3 points. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, me personally, I'm just going to play inside and sit. So, but I don't know.
About 5
Different
yards,
strokes
if you're
for
on the 10
different
yards.
folks.
Where would you sit at? Educated people. See, what you're saying is, why am I giving him a chance to beat me quick by pressing him with a 10-yard line?
Right.
All this little
Because
short
if I
space
lose,
with the 10 on in, that's on your side. That is hard
Right,
to get that football up and down in that little short time. So that's on his side. So if you're playing 3-4 yards off, now you can see all of that. If you're playing too pressed up on him, and you one of them Jamar Chase type of things, and now you reading his jersey as they drop the confetti. That's what you're saying.
Because if you go up to the line, you lose at the line, it's 7.
It's 7.
If you off, and he run fade, and you maybe a step back, it's got to be a great ball.
Great. It's hard.
It got to be a great ball. It's hard. That's a hard catch. That's what people don't realize. That goddamn fade ball from the 10-yard line in is way harder than people make it. It's way harder than people make it to seem like, oh, he on the 10-yard line, he's 6'10". Why the hell ain't
let me tell you how I run that mug on you, dog. Let me tell you how I run that mug on you right here. When you're playing basketball, you sitting up there sizing me up all that time. You kind of big, but I get you, Mike. I look at it, Joe. I see you right here. See, you see, Adam. See, thing is, I'm not running a fade.
Did you win the game?
I'm not yet. Wait, who won that game?
Did you win the basketball game?
Who won that game? Didn't I win?
Yeah, you won. You won, big bro. You won. I remember we walked out.
Years old.
Hey, we walked out of that.
You was fresh in the league. You was still jumping and dunking.
We walked out of there. This is your exact word. We walked out there. He said, damn, I ain't never seen a little nigga that could shoot like that. I was stroking that thing, boy. He was like, ooh.
You couldn't wait to get it down, man. You couldn't wait to get it down.
We had a good time, though.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. That was a good time, man. Listen. I would run I'm going to run on that 10-yard line, just a 9. I would never fade.
You know what?
I'm going to run 9. I'm going to run right into you. 5 yards off.
No, I'm going to grab you.
5 yards off. I know, but then I'm going to get the call. See what they do, they come up and then they start fading early. And now all you got to do is start turning and driving to the sideline. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to take you. You
cannot make contact with me, though.
What's
you
that?
Can't make contact with me. You can't make contact with me.
No, it's going to be difficult for you not to make contact with me. You just said it. I'm going to just grab you. When I come up on you.
I'm going to just, if you do that, if I'm at, say the ball is at the 10, all right, and I'm at the 5, I'm going to punch your ass. I'm going to have to do whatever I got to do to jam your ass to throw off the timing, and it's going to have to be a great ball.
Right.
But I'm going to just sit there and, I'm going to have to take it, but it got to be a good ball. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair for you to be running fade with me one-on-one. Hey, bro, y'all better get y'all ass over and help.
He's so funny, man.
I'm getting hit from the beginning of the game to the ending of the game.
Hey, man. Keep doing what you're doing, though, Adam. I love you, man. I'm so proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, man. I can chop it up all day with you. Just, man.
I know.
And I love what you said. Keep all that family around the house all the time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's so funny, though. Think about it. Again, things people used to say to me, man, he's just so selfish. He's doing what he wants to do. You never knew that I was taking care of the way I'm selfish. I'm taking care of the whole family. What are you talking about? You know what the hell are you talking about? I'm taking care of the whole family. You know, man. And I know that's what you're doing, my brother. So honor to you, my brother. And I appreciate you taking so much time. I didn't mean to take up all your time.
We good, man. You know, anything for you, big bro. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too, man.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for downloading the MIP. Check out new episodes of the Michael Irvin podcast every Thursday on Apple Podcasts, PodcastOne, and Spotify.
Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. And I bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowners or renters insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much